Sorry that the light's bad, hang on. I'm sorry, I just woke up. Anyway, this is Yoko's anime reactions, and kids are being good at the moment. I'm hoping that they stay that way. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, I finally got my lanyard in the mail. It is a My Hero Academia one. It's got all the characters on it and everything. I just got that yesterday. So I can't wait to wear it today to work. Anyway, this is gonna be my review for High School DxD Season 3, Episode 6. I had to think for a moment. I almost said My Hero Academia, which ain't right. Anyway, in this episode, the sports festival is getting ready to come up, and everybody is obviously preparing for it. Issei and Asuya get assigned to do the three-legged race, and yeah, they start off a little clunky because Issei is a little bit taller than Asuya and his legs are longer, so it's a little difficult, but obviously, you know, with practice that gets to be really easy, especially if you enjoy being around the partner. And later, yeah, you can tell I'm sleepy. Actually, I got my gummies I still have to take for the day. I forgot. Don't think I took them yesterday. Anyway, later, Issei and Asuya are heading around town, and they end up running into somebody. From what I remember, it's the same guy that kept Asuya from falling over when the brawl happened in episode 2, 3, something like that. I think it was episode 2. And it turns out it's the same guy that she ended up healing way back when that ended up getting her excommunicated from the church and everything. And I was like, oh, okay, he's here to thank her for that, because he probably never did get to. Oh, he was there to do much more than that. He wanted her as his wife. And I'm like, no. Something about this guy does not seem right. Not just the fact that he wants to take Asuya away from everybody. And Issei's obviously not having this. He's like, no, you get your hands off her. You ain't taking her anywhere. And turns out he's a high-ranking devil, obviously, because he was in the freaking underworld. And what was he? This like the second brother for a certain family. I can't remember, but then the first brother died or something. So he's essentially gonna be taking over as head of the house or something someday. And later we find the Irina, and I can't remember the Valkyrie girl's name for the life of me. I'm sorry, I just can't remember her name. And the other girl are now staying at Issei's house. The other girl's Odin left her behind, and she's not taking it well. They try and reassure her that, you know, he'll come back for her. Don't know why he left her behind. Maybe he found her annoying or something, I don't know. But anyway, let's see, what else ends up happening? Issei ends up having a bad dream where he dreams that Asuya is getting married and to Deodora. Yeah, he doesn't like that. And I imagine that Deodora would not be too thrilled if he found out that Issei and Asuya sleep in the same bed, and she sleeps butt naked. So, yeah. Later, we actually find out that even despite, you know, all this stuff going on right now with him, that he's trying to seduce her by giving her all sorts of material possessions. Cars, jewelry, clothes, all sorts of stuff. That even despite all this and everything that's happened to her, she still doesn't regret saving him, because if she hadn't saved him that day, she never would have met all of them and become part of Rias' house and everything. So yeah, she does have a point that yes, it was because of him that all that happened, and yet it was because of him that all that happened. Which we will find out later. I'm sorry if I spoiled that. You didn't I'm sorry. But yes, it was all his fault. Anyway, we find out that they're getting ready to do another raiding game, and I was like, oh, okay, that's good. Maybe they're going up against the class president's team? Nope. They're going against Theodore's team. So, yeah, this ain't gonna go well. And this guy is still, even when she rejected him, this guy's still determined to get Asya. But by any means necessary. Anyway, I am so worried that if this guy actually manages to get his hands on Asya, even for a brief time, who knows what he'll do to her. I really don't want to think about that. Because I've already seen rape in other shows. I don't want to see it even close to that in this show. The only thing that was close to that was Freed filling up Asya back in season 1 before she saved and joined up with Rias. Also, while Issei and Asya are training for the three-legged race, they're putting the equipment away, and Zenobia comes in. I thought for a second that it was Theodora showing up. I was like, oh no, don't let that guy be here. But thankfully it was Zenobia. And, who told her about this? She was talking about wanting to do a Devil's Three-Way with Asya and Issei, and I'm like, who told her about that? Who was the one who did that? Only one who I can think of who would possibly do that would be Akano. Because I doubt Rias would have told her that. Because if anybody's going to be doing a Devil's Three-Way, it'd be her in it. So, yeah. Konako doesn't seem like she would mention anything perverted to boost the guy's pervertedness even more. Erina obviously wouldn't say anything, and neither would the Valkyrie girl. Kiba, I highly doubt, would say anything. He doesn't seem like the type to know about that stuff, or even, talk about it if he does know about it. So, who was the one who told her about that? I assume she more than likely looked up something involving baby making and came across the information about a three-way and just put in devil in it. I don't know. Anyway, she tries to initiate a three-way by, with Asya, and she's like, I can't stand anymore. I'm not gonna be upstaged by the other girls anymore. And she just I'm like, Asya, don't. It's not like I didn't want her to do anything with Issei. I just didn't want her to force herself to, because you only need to do that sort of thing when you're ready. And she's so innocent that she shouldn't need to do that yet. But yeah, it was getting close to something possibly happening. Thankfully, Erina popped in, since nobody came out of the room, and she was worried. And she was like, if you're gonna do something like that, do it in the bedroom. It's filthy in here. I'm like, really? Really, Erina? I figured you would have scolded them for doing something so sinful. Anyway, thankfully nothing happened. Anyway, I hope you guys have been enjoying the reaction. If you haven't already subscribed, feel free to do so. I am so close to 800. It'd be great if I got to 800 by the end of the month. That would be amazing, to be completely honest with you guys, because then I would have gotten 21 subscribers in under, what's today? Today's the 20th? In 11 days. That would be awesome. But I'm not getting my hopes up. It would be great, but I don't think it's going to happen. So it would have taken essentially a little over 3 months, if I can manage it, by the end of July to get to 800 subscribers. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see y'all next time.